there's a special formula for 45 angles. Triangles that go 45, 45, and 90 have a special formula. If I make one side one and one side another one, there's this root 2. Just remember that, okay? Root 2, root 2. Great. So if I multiply the bottom leg times 10 and this other leg times 10, I have to multiply this root 2 times 10 to get this length here. We've learned that root 2 is the same as 1.4. So if you want, you can convert. Math is all about being flexible, okay? Flexibility. You can say 10 times 1.4 is 14. So this is about 14. And so this section here is 5 root 2, or it's about 7. Now we can get the area of the full circle by saying 5 root 2 squared times pi equals the entire thing. It means it's 5 root 2, 5 root 2. When we multiply 5 times 5, that's 25. Root 2 times root 2, and put those two together and make 2. If you need to double check all of this, you know what to review, right? It's your roots that you have to double check. Okay, if you're not keeping up, it's okay. Just know, root 2. That's what you have to ask about one of your tutors. So the secret here is the area of this entire circle here, the entire circle, is 50 pi. 50 pi. The area of 10 times 10 is 100. We said pi is about 3. So we take pi times 50. That's about 150. This is about 150. This is about, well, this is 100. So we know that the portions that are on the outside add up to be about 50 altogether. So that would be the answer. Do you see how we go step by step? That's the important thing when you're visual. You can learn from the other way of doing things. Just go step by step. Very good. What we've seen then is how to deal with squares that sit on top of circles and circles that sit on top of squares. What would I have to do to make the y's disappear? Because right here I see y, and this is 2y. So if I could make these y's here sort of doubled up, right? If I double everything and then subtract, I'll be able to get rid of those y's. So I'm going to write this sentence one more time up here. 3 add us equals y plus 4. Just so we remember it, right? This is just so we remember. Now, we're going to multiply the whole thing by 2. This whole thing. All the way through. So if I multiply by 2, I'm going to get 2 times 3. Absolutely. It's going to be a 6. 2 times y. 2y. 2 times 4. This will be an 8. Okay. What they say is that we have 2 equations, and we have 2 things that we don't know. Okay? 2 equations, 2 unknowns. If we subtract all of this this minus mark transfers to here, and transfers here to become a plus.